What is up, everyone? I'm joined by Alexandra. She's running an AI agency called Cuts AI, and she's seen some insane results in the past few months working with us on YouTube. So, Alexandra, I'm super glad that you're here. Can you explain what your company does?
Okay, so I do AI automation, especially with NA10, but I have a background in software engineering. So if I have to code, also I can code, especially front end. And yes, we do AI agents, voice agents. You can see it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
you pretty much do it all, which is awesome. And then talking about the YouTube channel, just going right into the results because you've seen some crazy growth in, I believe it's like 3 months and maybe like 12-ish posts on your end, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. Like it took me probably 30-ish videos to get to where you are, so you're absolutely crushing it. Where were you before in terms of like lead generation and marketing for your business? And then what has YouTube done to really get some more leads and clients in the door for you?
I was nowhere because as a developer, marketing and lead generation was my big problem, and I didn't know how to take it, how to do it, and didn't really like it, etc. Even posting, and LinkedIn, etc. was not my thing. And YouTube changes everything, so it does all my marketing basically by doing content and by doing value, by doing explaining things because I'm technical. So it's a perfect place for me to express myself and the leads come naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. You just talk about what you love and then the leads come. That's a good way of
Oh.
putting it. What was stopping you from, I guess, getting on YouTube before we started to work together?
Yeah, I procrastinate a lot. I knew it was my place because I'm a former wannabe actress. I'm a public speaker, but it's a hard work, and I'm not an SEO person. So my fear was to produce videos and and to fail and put a lot of work on it and to be discouraged and to not have results. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. And then has
What
anything
angle
surprised you?
take it, how to do it, and yeah, because it takes work, so you want to do it well and succeed.
Yeah, because you pretty much went from a beginner on YouTube to pretty much like you're very well, like you know what to do exactly. Like we don't really give you titles or anything anymore, so you're like crushing it on your own. Is there anything that's like surprised you about your YouTube journey? Like once you started, once you went through our program and stuff, like are there like little things that you learned that really helped you?
Yeah. No, the program is really straightforward and is what I really like because it's not long videos to watch, etc. And finally, the principles feels very natural and obvious. Finally, so it goes fast. So when you understand how it works, you don't need anymore to watch and to ask
Right.
and I'm doing what I like, and then I adapt it for the keywords and the titles to know what works on YouTube.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And then in terms of, I know you were on LinkedIn before, and now you're sort of doing some kind of like cross-posting method that we sort of preach about and that you do. How is that working for you? So sort of taking your YouTube videos, shouting them out on LinkedIn, and then getting engagement from both of the platforms, and really just leveraging YouTube videos. Has that been working for you?
Yeah, what I do is I take the transcript and I make from there a LinkedIn post with AI.
Yeah.
And I make a short video from there. I didn't do it for the last 3 ones because I've become very busy.
Busy.
So and these posts are performing better than the others, certainly because of the video. But the goal for me is more to drive people to YouTube than on LinkedIn.
Well, and then I know you've gotten some crazy connections. You're already very connected in the space because of your public speaking and then your background. But I know you sent me some screenshots of just like people with like pretty large followings, like watching your videos and reaching out to you. So what has YouTube done in terms of just like leads and sales calls is one thing, like we covered that, but I guess authority that you have in this space, like when you talk to people and you could just show them the channel and that you're good at what you do, like how has it helped your brand, I guess?
That's huge because before that, I'm in the AAA accelerator from Lion Motley, and
Yep.
I connected with people, and people say, "Oh, have you experience on that?" On that, say, yeah, "I'm a software engineer. I build solutions." But people want to see what you do, and now people come to me because they have seen my videos, so they want to work with me. And so it brings authority, but also people know your personality, so they want to
Yeah.
work you also for that. And yes, the connection I made with the AI workshop where I'm partner now, so I'm giving live talk there and getting leads from there too, which is really great, and all the connections and yes, crazy things happening, and people wanted to collaborate with me, in many aspects, not only developing, but other aspects related to YouTube too. So it's yeah.
Yeah, the amount of doors that open are crazy when you just start putting yourself out there, and I think that's something it's almost even better than leads and sales calls and stuff, because it's like connections that will like take you to places that you couldn't possibly be without the personal brand. So you've been posting like crazy and you've been seeing crazy results. In the next 6 months, if you keep it up, which I know you will, where do you see your business at in terms of YouTube? Like, are you going to start your community? Like, how is it just going to sort of get you to that next step of where you want to go?
Yes, I will see what happens, because it's changing myself in a way, in a good way, because you see things possible that you didn't believe there were. It's kind of magical. So in 6 months, I know in 6 months is going to grow a lot, because I see what happened in 3 months, and this is exponential.
Right.
So yes, perhaps having a community, and I will see the opportunities that come from there and find my path, because I think when you are growing, you realize what you really want to do. Things appear that you didn't expect before, and you discover yourself too through that. So yes, I will see. We have to talk again in 6 months.
Yeah. That's, you never know what could happen, because like one video opens up a door, and then you pivot, and then you pivot back. So that's the beauty of it. Yeah.
So I'm open. Basically, I'm open, and yes, working a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the door's open, and you have to like pick which one you want to walk through. Like, that's the way I like to think about it. There's so many opportunities. So that's awesome. And then
yes.
Yeah, another question to you. So like, we started 3 months ago. So you pretty much almost exactly today. We pretty much
Yes, I
started.
put my first video on the 6th of November.
6th of November. Yeah. So we've been at it for a solid 3 months. Are these the results you were expecting like 3 months in? Did you think it would be less? Did you think like you would hit this mark? Or I guess 3 months ago, like, where did you think you would be at this point?
I had no idea, but it's much more than what I expected, because I saw the results you had, and that's why I came in your program, and I say, okay, we'll see, I hope it will work, but I'm not sure, It's
Yeah.
You always think, it's like for the bad things, the illness, you say, oh, that happens to others, not to me. But you think also that for the good things, oh, it would be great, but I don't know if it will be like that for me, etc. And yes, it has been quite magical.
If someone was on the fence about working with us or just getting on YouTube in general, what is like a piece of advice you could give to them? Is it worth it, and why is it worth it? Because a lot of people have that fear of just putting themselves out there, which is a big fear to overcome. So what would you say to them?
Totally worth it. I had a message from somebody from the AAA that asked me the question. I made a post there. I don't think you have seen it. But on LinkedIn, somebody asked me the question too, if, a developer, but if you show them how to do things, will they work with you, etc. So people ask me
that's
the
a big
question.
one.
Yeah. And yes, no, it's worth it 100 times. It's especially I think for technical people, because we have a knowledge that we can share, and I think it's the only social media where we can really provide value and be discovered, even if you are totally unknown in the beginning, and show yourself, not only your work, but yourself. And people work with people, not only with technical things. So
yeah, that's the quote of the day. That's the biggest thing I've learned, is like, people will work with you, Alexandra, they won't work with Cuts.ai, even though they're the same thing. They're working with you, not the entity. Like, people work with me, they don't work with my company. So that's a huge portion. And developers, there's such a large area for them to come in, because all the marketers doing is just getting attention. Developers doing, most of the hard work, depending on how you look at it. But if you could just display your expertise on YouTube, I think it's a huge avenue, especially for AI developers and engineers, because a lot of people don't know what that even means. So if you have expertise, even a little bit of expertise, you can sort of share your message. So
absolutely, yes, and especially as developers, we don't know about marketing, etc. Is the hard part for us, and here we can stay technical, show things, build value, and get the return, and get the leads from there. and it stays for long. So I have some
Yeah.
videos from 2 months ago that are still getting me leads and contacts.
Yeah, I know you just made a DeepSeek video, which is awesome. That was a great play.
Yeah.
So like as people continue to learn what that is over the next few months, they'll just go find your video, find your video, find your video. So it just lasts there forever.
Yes.
It's like, it's crazy. It's like an asset essentially.